We're gonna go into the horror makeup show because they have these props. They're like horror movie props. And every time I'm here, I have to go in there because I think they're really cool. If I could have a whole bunch of like horror movie props, like a room just dedicated to it, like in a fantasy world, you know, not in a real world because I couldn't afford that in this world. But in that world, I would have a whole room dedicated to movie props. So this is HHN stuff. If it sticks out like a sore thumb, that means it's HHN stuff. Oh, the mystery wagon doesn't seem out of place in HHN stuff. Homer. Look how it's all adults waiting in line to meet Homer. So yeah, Homer's demographic is definitely middle-aged. So here we are headed into the horror makeup show. There's Beetlejuice being a dirty, disgusting human being. Way to go. Oh, hello.
Hello.
Yeah, this is like one of my favorite parts of the park because of all the horror props. If you've seen any of my shorts, you've definitely seen these more than once. Halloween 2. The role of Michael Myers was played by Dick Warlock. Warlock also played Matt Hooper for the underwater sequences in Jaws. So I didn't know that. The underwater Hooper. Or the underwater sequences. The underwater Hooper. And then this dude, everybody knows this dude. Look at him. Look at him. I have a redhead. He's 3. And he's literally this height and this size. I'm gonna put a photo of him up. Modern makers. Universal Studios continued the horror legacy, working with notable horror directors who grew up watching the classic monsters. They include John Carpenter, who would allow to bring the Halloween franchise to the studio with Halloween 2, 1981, and The Thing, 1982. Stephen Sommers, who directed The Mummy, 1999, and Van Helsing, 2004, and the Child's Play sequel starring Chucky, a doll brought to life by a serial killer. Well, there he is. And he's a redhead, I believe it. What is this? Oh, the Wolfman. The final look of the werewolf beast in the American Wolfman. That's someone who got gotten by the werewolf. Look, they even cut his esophagus. But he's got a sore throat. This is friggin' awesome. Look at the eyes, the eyeballs that just come out the sides of this thing. Like if you get into detail. I was going to read this one, but I don't know if you guys are tired of hearing my voice. You could just read it off the screenshot. You're not tired of hearing that voice. So this is stuff from the new Mummy, which is not the old Mummy, or even the middle-aged Mummy, which I like the most with Brendan Fraser. That's my favorite. Middle-aged, just like me, but this is pretty cool. Look at this thing. It's a sarcophagus. That thing's huge. Look, this one would even fit me. Would it fit me? Yeah. All right, here we are back at the HHN store. We're gonna go inside and do a more in-depth look of what's going on. Look at this van, that's pretty cool. Oh, wow. Oh, look, there's an ATM inside. What does that say? Kurt's Supplies. Looks like a scene out of The Walking Dead, doesn't it? And this is the van, except it's got like merchandise to buy instead of, you know, survival supplies. Look at that. Get your HHN cups. They're a lot. I'm not going to show you the price. Yeah, it feels like you're right outside of like a destroyed convenience store. Gonna step inside. Here's the cash. This is where you check out, right here. We've been overrun. That's cool. I like how it looks like bits of the ceiling are like falling in. You got it all boarded up. Stay safe. Stay safe out there. All right, we're headed on into the next room. Wow, this is super cool. Check this out. It's like it's raining outside. Universal is like the best at creating sets and props. Like, it's evident right here. I love signs, so every time I come in here, it just makes me happy. Like, neon signs are just awesome. Look at this. Look at all the signage. You've come to a dead end. That is cool. This is like the store's main theming right here, the sign. Looks super cozy. Pretty clean too. The surging electricity almost sounds like a type of dubstep. Alright, now we're headed to the subway. All the graffiti. That's how you know the graffiti. Oh wow. Oh. They have roaches. See? Cool. This is like the sewage or the subways or the entrance to the subways. I don't know anything about plumbing. Oh, this is all their food. This is really cool. It's just something about like dark, dirty places that make me feel comfortable. Don't judge me. This is like one of my favorite parts of the store. Look at this. Look at all the Chuckies. Excuse me. All right, there you have it. The HHN tribute store, pretty cool. All right, guys, well, thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll catch you all in the next one.